welcome to my channel, The Analyst, and welcome to where we discuss about business, about life, and about things that will help us improve and shape our future. We have been talking about pursuing depth in work and the importance of depth in work. And we talked about the different reasons why different people are not able to pursue depth in work. But today we want to seriously delve into the issue of utilizing effective approaches to pursuing depth in work. The fact is, if you don't pursue depth in work, you're going to have shallow work. And shallow work has less value in the marketplace. If you want to build something of value, you want to exert yourself in your work to create something beautiful. There is something in our brain that clicks when we concentrate and focus on a task at hand and enables us create something beautiful, enables us bring out value. And that's why it's very important to pursue depth in work. It doesn't matter the work you're doing. And especially now in an era of the AI, the gap between the rich and the poor is going to grow so much. Why? Because the rich have access to not only finances, but also to the skills to harness AI. And the poor will have a disadvantage, especially in that area. But you can gain an advantage if you are able to pursue depth in work and are able to, one, concentrate and focus on the task at hand, but also you are able to receive feedback so as to correct your approach to concentrate on the right thing and on the right tasks. And so that's why today I want to delve into how the different approaches we can use to pursue depth in work. Now, I am going to call the first one the Hermit's approach. The Hermit's approach. Some people call it monasticism. The Hermit's approach, monasticism. This is an approach of complete and total isolation, where you totally isolate yourself from the outside world and focus on a task at hand. Monks use this very much to harness their skills. You find monks have very extraordinary body ability skills. Why? Because they isolate themselves and are able to perform very complex body actions. These are people who have isolated themselves from anything in the world. They have nothing else to do but to concentrate on body actions, to concentrate on art, to concentrate on meditation, and are able to accomplish serious issues. But monasticism, or the Hermit's approach, is difficult because we are human beings that encounter and that are involved in everyday tasks. And so it can work for some people, but it may not be able to work in your favor. However, it's a very effective way to bringing out your best in the work that you're doing. Just isolating yourself totally and focusing yourself on the work, away from emails, away from anything, away from the phone, away from relationships, away from anything. So the Hermit's approach is one way that you can cultivate concentrating on a task. Now, the second approach that you can use is what I call the semi-Hermit's approach. The semi-Hermit's approach. Some people call it the bimodal approach, where you set time for yourself to concentrate on a particular task. You can give yourself probably 2 weeks where you completely isolate yourself and concentrate on a task, a skill, or an idea that you're trying to improve. And where your total attention is on that particular task. There are actually people who have adopted this approach. A man like actually Bill Gates uses sometimes the semi approach, the semi-Hermit approach, or the bimodal approach, where you get time, go to somewhere, and then concentrate on something without interruption, away from mobile, away from social media, away from family. They are aware that you're there, but they cannot contact you. In the 1920s, there was a scientist called Carl Jung. And Carl Jung was a mentee of Sigmund Freud. But he had actually chosen that it was becoming difficult to agree with some of the thoughts of Sigmund Freud. But to develop his ideas, he needed to perfect his line of thinking. he needed to focus on particular thoughts so that he could argue his case well. So he kind of went and got a house in Bollingen that was in Switzerland. And there he was a lecturer, actually also practicing clinical psychology. So he had a work schedule. So he could not completely concentrate on the hermit's life where he completely, totally isolates himself because he had a job, he has a family. But he adopted the semi-hermit approach where you go and totally isolate yourself for a period of time. It can be 2 weeks, 2 months. It doesn't matter. So this approach is also quite challenging for some people. Why? Because some jobs cannot give you such a long time for you to concentrate on a task at hand. So it becomes challenging. So thank you. For today we shall end here, but stay tuned for our next video where we shall talk about the other approaches on how you can cultivate pursuing depth in your work. Thank you so much. The Analyst here. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.